Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're back in Men of War Assault Squad 2 playing the Battles for World War II mod once again, and now we're on the 4th mission of the Operation Overlord campaign, or is it Operation, the Campaign Khan? I'm guessing it's Campaign Khan, since all of the missions seem to be around Khan or Carpiquet, basically around Operation Overlord, as it says right here. So anyway, had a bit of a brain fart there. Let's get into it. We're in around Carpiquet. So basically we have to take a lot of these towns around Normandy to be able to make sure that our troop transfer and transportation is able to move around and the advancements can go along. There were many chokeholds in Normandy, basically based around the fact that certain towns had main roads going through them, and they were the main roads which could support heavy vehicles and stuff like that, so therefore taking them was a necessity. It was one of the largest reasons why the airborne were dropped in beforehand, to secure certain crossways, to secure certain roads, to make sure that transportation of not just infantry but heavy vehicles was going to be as smooth as possible. Now obviously it didn't work like that, and generally never does, but in the end of the day the job was done, and that's all that mattered. So it looks like we have 2 full squads here, and we also have we also have a truck, and we are already attacking the truck because everybody is on fire at will. So that means we have to deal with this infantry squad first. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Push this one up to get around the flank. It looks like we have some guys who are in some of the houses. Hopefully we can take them out pretty quickly. And this guy needs to go over here to join this squad, just so we have 2 full squads. We don't have to worry about too much. The truck itself is on fire. Maybe it has some ammunition in it or something like that. Hopefully it does. But the enemy are under heavy fire. So let's use this wall to try and take some cover and put them under even more fire. Looking at the map, there seems to be a lot of dotted vehicles around. My guess is that they're going to be trucks, and it looks like they are, so we don't have to worry about even a tractor. We don't have to worry about any tanks coming our way anytime soon. Is it trucks over here as well? Yep, tractors and trucks. Okay, so we don't have to worry. Looks like we dealt with the majority of the troops in the area, so therefore we just need to push up a little bit, just to try and flush out the guys who are stood in these little houses. I'd call this more of a shed, if I'm honest. And it seems like there is a guy. He's on the opposite side of the wall. Okay, so we can just go around and attack him, hopefully. Alright, go and take a shot. Nice. And now we can attack the next barn at the same time. We should push up the other squad to the next hedgerow. Trying to take this as easily as possible. Hopefully we don't lose any men. So far we haven't suffered any casualties. We haven't really suffered any damage. It looks like we've been able to push the Germans back. So this is our opportunity to push forward into a grenade that I just threw. But it worked out. That's all that matters there. Oh my. But yeah, we're definitely routing these Germans. They don't really have a hope, and taking this town means that we can have a secure platform to attack this one, which seems to be the main objective, which may be modelled as Carpiquet. Not exactly sure, but let's just keep moving forward. Is this guy behind the house again? It looks like he is. We'll just take him out quickly before he gets to move. And this side is all well and done with, so we just have a small contingent of men who seem to be sat in this house. We don't have any AT grenades, unfortunately, so storming the house may be something we have to do. There we go, that's a good shot. Can we shoot this guy? Looks like the SMG boy's on the case. Come on. There we go. Now the last guy, is he in the house? No, he's behind it. Fair enough. So we need to get to a position to be able to get an angle on him. Maybe what we do is we throw an AP grenade at his feet. You can do it, Sergeant. Good throw. That's a good toss. That'll get him to move. Hopefully we can take him out now. There we go. Oh, there's a small contingent up here. They're actually using the vehicles to hide, so I can't see them. There's this little red dot here, which means I can see them. He's an unfortunate lad. He was trying to look at the other squad while the other one flanked them. And these two, well, I mean, if I was them, I would retreat. We've already seen our crack troops be able to take on these guys without many issues, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Resist German counterattack. Well, that's never good, is it? Prepare the defense trucks. Bring guns and mines. Okay, so we're going to get some mines in this. I'm guessing we're going to get some supply trucks, which bring them in, and then we'll put some mines down the main roads. Probably over these fields as well. Yeah, it looks like here comes a truck. It's an ammunition truck, so even though these guys still have a lot of ammunition, still good for us to have some more ammunition in their favor, and if they're carrying mines and stuff, well, that's just even better. We'll bring this one here, actually. I don't really want to destroy the walls, because if we're going to get attacked, which, since it says, you know, the counterattack is coming, it's probably best if we try and keep as many walls and stuff like that alive as possible. At the same time, there we go, there's the gun. We also have men who are in these vehicles, so that gives us some more men to use as a defense. And there we go. Let's get that off. So let's get you two. Let's get you on the gun. We'll set up the guns first. So we'll put one here. I actually want to keep it in range of the supply truck, just so it can be able to supply without any issues. We'll keep the other one here. These are two locations which are heavily bushed, which should give them not really an advantage, but at least some help. And let's get the mines down. That's no mines. Do you have mines? Does anybody have mines? How about you? You're some kind of different truck. I don't see any mines right now, which is definitely worrying. Maybe some of the men are carrying them in the groups. Right, so these guys have AP mines. There's 30 of them. I mean, that's not great, but it is something. We'll put them down the main field. At the same time, we should set up this other gun.
Yes, sir.
I think it's worth taking the drivers out of... My god. They're a bit cramped there. Let's actually put this one more to this side. I think it's worth taking the drivers out of the trucks so the trucks don't get destroyed, or they don't get shot at. These trucks are going to be very valuable, especially if we're low on ammunition with the big guns, so if we just take them out first, then we should be able to make squads and spread them about a bit to see where we want them. I'm not exactly sure where I want these squads to be. They're going to have to support the guns that we have around the place. There's a nice wall here that we can sit in front of. That's kind of bad for this. Oh my god. I just need to work out, can you shoot over this wall? Yes. Okay. Right, so you're over here. We have them coming in quite quickly, but that's alright. Just get a squad here to support these guys over here. And at the same time, get the mines down. It looks like they got all the mines down. Go, run away, run away. Let's get them back here. That needs to die. Can we hit it, please? Beautiful, we took it out. Because as you can see, the 20mm can down men very, very quickly. It looks like on the left flank we have a half track. The 57mm should be able to make short work of these things that are being thrown at us. We'll use this wall for a little bit of cover. It's not the best cover in the world, but it's better than these troops have in the center. They're gonna have to go prone. We don't have any machine guns, which would be something that would be very useful in this situation. But instead, we're just going to have to rely on machine guns, which I'm completely fine with. It looks like it's going well so far. With the AP mines in front of us, that means that we don't have to worry too much about if the infantry forces come in the center, but they're under a lot of fire. The left side, so far, I mean, they're prone and they're not moving very quickly. So this one group is doing extremely well. One of the things we could do is move back to this wall if we are required. The fallback position for the center is pretty much around here, which I don't want to get to because then we'll lose our guns. The fallback position for the right, well, it's going to be fighting in these houses, which once again is not ideal for our situation. It's better to hold what we have. This guy has 5 and 1 kills, 5 and 1 as well, and the other lad, what's he on? 7 and 2, so he's the one who's doing the work so far. It looks like the armored car over there can be requisitioned, so we can definitely pick that up. The wheel has just been shot out by one of my men, so good for them. And we have Panzer Force. Okay. So the 57s are going to get tested here, especially the one on the right. Oh, there's a Stug as well. Oh, it's a Stew. That's even worse. That's going to drop quite a large bombshell on my men, so let's just spread them out just a little bit, just in case anything bad happens. There we go. Before we're able to get a counter shot off. The Panzer IV is getting shot. That is a machine gun, so I'm not too worried about that. Panzer IV has been hit. It's actually knocked out now. Oh, we hit the guy next to it and the thing explodes. Can't say I'm not happy about that. No idea where the Stew is. I'm guessing the Stew got forever blown up. And this guy has 2 kills when it comes to vehicles, so I'm guessing that's what happened. So we're holding pretty firm. Right now, I don't think we've had any real casualties. The infantry is not able to even get to the mine point, so I'm very happy about that. And the right side is the one which isn't dealing with a lot of pressure, and that's where we have the least troops, so that's good. And the left side, our troops are spread out over the flank, so we should be okay. And they're not trying to flank down here. It would be quite hard to do. They would have to basically come behind us, and that's quite hard to do. I mean, this is the area where they should attack, so I'd have to sort out my defenses, but it seems like they're not doing that, and they're just coming straight at me, which is completely fine. The center, there is a lot of infantry from the Germans holding. Maybe we'll have to do something about that, but at the moment in time, the fact that we have the supply truck in range of these infantry means that they can just get constantly supplied, so they can just keep putting down decent suppressing fire on the enemy coming through the center. As you can see, the only place where they're really making any sort of breakthrough is the left side, and even then they're under constant heavy fire while doing that. There is a big conglomeration of men in the center, which kind of worries me, but it looks like that is the German attack resisted. We do have to take the church. I don't see any vehicles up there, but I tell you what would be a good idea to do. We'll push forward 2 of these squads. One of them is obviously smaller than the other one. We'll group these guys back together so it's easy for them to move. But the reason to move these guys forward, get them prone, is to try and clear out some of this area and then commandeer that Panzer IV-H. As you can see, we can actually just get inside of it. So that's really good for business from our end. So we'll just move up forces over the flank, and then we'll move up the guns to support them. If we need ammunition, which it looks like we might do when it comes to HE, then we're going to have to do something about it. Let's just toss an AP grenade at this guy, try and get him out of the way. And these guys can move up to the next bush line, and we'll just fight bush on bush. That sounds like a good idea. There we go, so they should be able to just push up. There's no real vehicles or anything I'm worried about. There's a few guys who are just sat around the place being annoying as hell, but there's nobody really in the center. They've pretty much dealt with them, so we're going to push up in the center while these guys put down some suppressing fire on the right side, and hopefully we should be able to take out some of them while going along. That is an 88mm. That is also an 88mm, okay. So we're going to run into some heavy resistance while pushing up, and we just need to deal with this group of men up here. And we can do that quite easily. We'll push up the 57s to support. At the same time, we'll push up the center group. Since we seem to have been able to push them back. We just don't want to be in range of those 88s. That's the only thing I'm really worried about right now. But there we go. We've got pretty good coverage overall. We still have this small group over here, which is definitely annoying. Somebody is firing. It's not that 88 and it's not that one, so I have no idea who's firing. It looks like you are for some reason. You're firing APCR at something. You're firing it at the 88, that would be a good idea, try and knock it out. Looks like they are. They're struggling to hit, so we're going to direct control. There we go, that's taken out the gun at least. And we'll shoot it again. There we go. And we have a a machine gun. We just sniped the guy straight off it. That's an unfortunate end for him. Oh, that can't be a good way to go. At the same time, we have the 88 here. It seems like they're being used for some kind of anti-air thing, instead of being used to combat troops, so I'm happy about that. Anybody who moves up on this tank is definitely going to struggle. We're going to move this guy as quick as possible, since, as we can see, the 88 has taken a liking to us. So if we can get this thing out of range, which probably isn't going to happen. He missed the first shot though. We only really have to dodge one more. Looks like we did. We should be out of range pretty soon. Main gun is damaged, I'm fine with that. They did take out a unit, which is a bit of a shame. At the same time, this 57 could probably set up a position to be able to shoot that. But for being able to get a Panzer IV back and get it operational again, that is wonderful, because we don't have any vehicle support. So being able to do that is very, very useful to our cause. But we only have one repair kit, it seems, so we can only do one repair at once. So that's not the end of the world. And they are still pushing forward, men. Right, can you shoot this? It looks like you can. So we'll take some pod shots. Maybe this one will hit. We hit the main gun, so it's out of action. Let's just pop another shell, just do some more damage. There we go. And that's two of their main guns out. They do have a 37mm there, and it seems like they have quite a lot of men sat near this hill. So we're going to actually have to force up this hill, which is not going to be as easy as I thought when we started. So we're going to push around. They have a machine gun, so we're going to push back. We don't have any mortars or anything to flush that out, which is a real shame. But if we just pull back the right flank slightly, we can keep this flank where it is. It's in a good position to hold the enemy if they decide to try and move forward. The 57s are in a good position. I might try and move this one over here just to make sure it has some infantry support. But once this vehicle is up and running, which should be pretty soon, we can move on this area. Let's see, they have a machine gun. They have a bunch of infantry. I'm guessing they'll probably have a sniper in the church. But that seems to be about it. So it's a clear case of get the Panzer IV in there, shoot that machine gun, and then push out into it with all of the infantry. It seems like they have a hold on the center. Nothing's really going on. A bit of firing every once in a while. Probably if I was them, I'd get on that machine gun, but who am I, you know? Who am I to challenge? I might... Oh, there's the stew. The stew was trying to go the right side instead of just trying to shoot. That's not a great idea. Alright, let's just move up the 57s once again. The Panzer is ready to go. And if we get this guy in, we should have a guy in the main machine gun. Wonderful. Right, so we're going to push this to this position. There is some men who have decided to push forward. Hopefully they don't have AT grenades. If they do, we may have a bit of issues. We're going to push these guys up to this area, even though they're going to be under fire from that machine gun. It should be quite easy to take out that machine gun very quickly. We've already done quite a lot of damage to the machine gunner. He's on what, about a quarter health, and there we go. So the machine gunner's down. We loaded a HE. Let's just load AP so we don't waste any. And we're getting attacked from the right side. They're trying their best to move around, but it's not doing, or it's not going too well. Let's use their fortifications against them. Let's get a guy on this machine gun and turn it around. There we go. Right, so this should be able to fire. Yep, okay. At the same time, let's get somebody on this to repair it. Or not. Does it not have a repair kit? I mean, I bust the gun on it so it didn't fire at us. And it looks like, yeah, it doesn't have a repair kit, so that's a shame. At the same time, we have one lad flanking, so we actually do need to deal with him before he kills this. Let's get these two off. There we go. Right. So now with our two infantry groups, one of them does not have a lot of men. It has 4 men with a machine gunner, so that's okay. But we do need to push into this. We can't push in with the tank, as I said before. So we'll move the tank over here. The tank has plenty of fuel, so I'm not too worried about that being an issue. Is this on a hill? Yeah, it is. Okay. So if we set up the 57 up here, we should be in pretty good stead. We'll leave the other one on the road. There we go. Right, so we do need to push in. We have one guy near the machine gun, so holy hell, okay. There's more than just one guy. Let's push in while the grenade's there. Try and do as much damage as we can with these two. These four, sorry. And nice. So we're able to do that. Looks like we have a man here who needs to be dealt with. Let's just throw a full squad at him. I mean, he may get one kill, but in the overall scheme of things, I think one kill is not enough. There we go. Oh, there's more than a few. And this guy's just missing constantly, okay. Alright, so we need to bring the tank back. If we just plonk a shell right there in the machine gunner, that's pretty much that dead. They're not pushing forward anymore. Are you able to shoot this gun? No, you're not, okay. That's fine. That just means that the 57 cannot be shot by that as well, so... Let's move up the Panzer. It looks like they are trying to push forward. Not sure that's a great idea, but, you know, it is how it is. Right, there we go. Why are you loading AP? Okay. Maybe load HE next time. Right, so that's that dead. Let's move this back so we don't shoot anymore. Need to deal with this guy in this little place here. But the main issue is the few guys who are sat around, so let's just take them out. There's only two guys left, one lad left now. Oh, maybe not. There's a guy all the way over there. Two guys, actually. Is there anything of use over there? It doesn't look like it. So we have one guy holding the church, a poor rifleman with a Car 98. There we go. So the church is taken, and now we have to just capture the city. Ooh, we have a crusader. Isn't that lovely? Alright, let's push that up. Oh, we have two. Cromwell, sorry, they're not crusaders. I apologize. At the same time, we should try and get this armoured car up and running. This one. Just because, I believe, does it have a machine gun on it? Yes, it has the MG42. Oh, they're just giving us a ton of them. Oh, we also have troops as well, nice. Shouldn't be too hard pushing into this. I mean, I don't think we need this many. But I'm not going to blame them, you know. It's nice to see. And then we can move up our 57 as well to this area. Unless they have a ton of tanks that I can't see right now, the Cromwells are just going to stomp this. We have the supply truck, we'll push that up here. The other Cromwell can go here. And we can make a squad out of the guys who are just sat on the Cromwells. At the same time, we should repair this vehicle. There we go. Let's get these guys to this wall. Because we pushed up the right side, now left side, now we just have to push up the right. And we're basically just going to bombard this street. The only gun which is an issue is this one, and we can just send in a little crack team here. We'll send in these three lads, and they can go take it out. Shouldn't be too hard to do, with the way that the hill is situated. So we can just go around and then... Ah, there we go. It's all popped in now, but there we go, there's the grenade off. And pop. Right, so that's that dead. Right, let's see what we're actually dealing with now, instead of what we might be dealing with. We have an 88 on the side. We have a ton of infantry, so there's going to be a lot of city fighting. Is there a mortar back here that I see? There's some kind of weapon, maybe it's a machine gun. We have another 88. We actually have fire. What's going on? Are they attacking? It looks like they're attacking. Okay. Well, we have the machine gun. The guys on the 57 just got absolutely blasted by something. Hopefully it's not anything that big. Have we repaired this yet? No. We can push up our tanks. We'll just get the guys off the back of them first. There we go. So we'll just get them into a sieging line before we push on. There we go. Slightly push them forward. And the only, as I said, the only thing I'm worried about is that, and it can actually shoot me, so we may want to try and deal with it if we can. I might send a little troop around though. Yeah, I think I will. So these guys are going to go and destroy that 88, or at least attempt to. Shouldn't be too hard for them to do, especially from the position of the church, just moving around the right flank. We're fixing the wheel. And there we go, so we have a full squad. It looks like the Cromwells are just taking pot shots at infantry members who've decided to push forward. And yeah, that's good. That's good for me, I should say. The machine gun we have over here is running quite low on ammunition. We should bring this troop back, since they're getting attacked. Oh my, hello. Lovely to meet you. So these guys are coming to help. Could you please shoot that before it kills you all? That'd be very kind. You missed? Oh my god. Looks like he missed too. What is going on here? How are you missing this much? Oh, Jesus. Hull is damaged. Right, one gun down, now we have another one that we have to deal with. It's using AP, so firing through the fence is completely fine for it. We may have a few issues, but I don't see any other 88s that we have to deal with, so dealing with these two 88s and then pushing forward should be quite easy to do. We're still taking fire on the left flank, I'm okay with that. There we go, so it's completely knackered now. The hull was damaged on this, which is fine. Luckily our squad got over here. to make sure that we were able to get these guys. It looks like this took a straight 88, either to the front or to the side. I can't really tell, but the hull is damaged and at least the track is down, so maybe other stuff is damaged at the same time. We're going to move up the Cromwell. Push up an infantry unit with it as well, just to make sure that it can push forward without any folly. And we're just gonna slowly but surely push that in. How is the main offensive line going? I mean, we've pushed them back, which is good. So that means we're gonna push forward. Let's get the main offensive line forward with our 4 tanks. There we go. And the APC should be up now. Yep. Right, so we need, what, 2 men for that? Yep. So you two have volunteered. Thank you very much. And I hear some kind of 20mm. Which definitely worries me. But it should be nothing crazy. We could just push in with these infantry members. Use this wall as cover. So we'll do that, and then we'll use the Cromwell to support it. We'll become entrenched in the council, and we'll defend it. Yep, I know. Infantry takes shelter, tank destroyed the building in front if necessary. Let's see if we can actually shoot that 50 from here. I'm pretty sure we can. Ooh, it's a rough shot, but if we destroy the car, then it's not too bad. Basically, that car is keeping him alive. There we go. So he's taking a pot shots. The Cromwell should be able to bounce a 50mm. And of course we miss. So let's try again. He's been tracked, that's fine. Not too bothered about that. And that is the 50 destroyed. Slightly angled, which is good. Let's just repair that up before we push on. And at the same time, let's just push these guys here. We have a lot of infantry members over here. I believe that was our initial squad. I might be wrong though. The initial squad might be the little squad over here, so let's just use these bushes. And we're going to have to push in through the main town. It's not going to be pretty. We're going to lose a lot of men doing this. Or we should do. It looks like the MG has run out of ammunition. No, it's still got ammunition, just nobody to fire at. What is that? That's a Hetzer. What is a Hetzer doing here? We've lost a Cromwell. Okay. So they had Hetzer support, but at least it looks like it's only hull damaged. So we can get it back up. The Cromwell's track is repaired. Oh, the armored car. Let's push in the armored car. It's going to be good at killing infantry. Come on. Move. There you go. You guys need to move in as well. We'll use this as a little way in. We get the other squad over there as well. We can use the houses against them if we feel like it. I think that's probably a good idea. So let's get one squad in. Let's get two squad in, and we'll just use the houses to try and take out as many men as possible. And hopefully there aren't too many Germans in the houses themselves. Then we might have a few issues. Seems like a lot of Germans have sprouted out of nowhere because, well, they were in the houses. But that's okay. That just means that we personally can get in the houses and take them on. We have one guy down, basically from a machine gun, but we're clearing out this area with incredible efficiency. It looks like we have some Panzers who are supposed to come in, at least a Marder and a Panzer III, but the Panzer III has decided to stop. A little bug in the game there. But that just makes it easier for us, so I'm fine with that. Let's move up to the next lot of houses. Let's just keep moving house upon house, trying to clear out as many as we can. There we go. Then we'll move these guys to here, you guys to here. There we go. Nice, so we're clearing out the house as well. That's a Panzer... There's just a guy with a Panzer Schreck sat in the middle. Good for him, you know. Good for him. I'm proud of him. It looks like we lost 2 crew with that Cromwell, so might be worth moving over one of these just to make just to bolster the crew slightly. And we can actually move the tanks in now. We haven't secured the left side though. We need to move in. So let's push in our 2 infantry groups that we have over here. We slightly pushed them in, but let's go for a full-on push, trying to get into these places. And we can set up the 57mm a bit closer now, same with the other one. They both have nothing wrong with them, even though their crew has been hit a few times. And yeah, we need to take out that Panzer III before it figures out how to move. Maybe its engine's destroyed, who knows? It could be a multitude of things. But we're not going to commit the Panzer IV yet. We will only commit the Panzer IV if we have to. I still think there's some kind of gun over here. And it's obviously not a mortar because it's not firing, but it just seems a bit odd, you know? I see like a kind of triangle on the map, and it might be how the infantry is situated. And it just seems a bit odd to me. The Panzer III has learned how to shoot. Oh, it's moved. Okay, so we have a Marder now, which is also going to be moving about the place. Panzer IIIN versus Cromwell. Cromwell should generally win. That's exactly what's happening. We need to knock out this Marder before it's able to get a shot on the side of our Cromwell. It's going to be close. If it has AP loaded, it could have already shot, but it decided not to, so that's dead. And there we go. Let's just push him with it. Right, so this is done. Where is the crew? Did I move the crew in by accident? Okay, they've just... Are they on... Oh, they're on movement orders, so they're just running in. Oh dear. Might I want to check that? Right, so we're gonna have to use some more houses to our advantage. We can't actually get in that one or this one, so we'll just get in this one. It's the closest we can get. And there are infantry members inside, so going after them is a good idea. From this position, hopefully we can kill the guy in here. Oh my god, there's grenades flying everywhere. Run, 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 run. Oh dear. At least down the main road we have it pretty much secure with the 2 Cromwells if anything wants to spawn in when it comes to tanks or vehicles. What do we actually have to do? Do we just have to capture the city? So we probably have to just kill everyone inside. That's him dead. And we have one last guy here. There we go. Whoa, he's nearly dead. Whoa dear. Get in the house, get in the house. Come on. Looks like there's some kind of machine gun here. Can we not shoot that guy? I mean, there's one way to solve this, isn't there? How you doing? Night night. It was nice to see you. To see you nice. At the same time, we can kill this SMG guy who's just sat around the place. He's actually got quite a nice position, really. There's no doors going out to him or anything. I mean, you know, good for him. He found a decent position. I wish I could use this house here. It would be perfect for shooting on this side, but unfortunately I can't. So we're just going to have to set up a position with these troops while pushing with the Cromwells down the streets. Same with this kind of thing. So we need to set you up here. We need to set up this group here, even though it's a smaller group, and then over here with this group. There we go. Then we can get the Cromwell itself pushed down the road, and we have the other Cromwell as well that we can push down if required. Hopefully that truck doesn't explode and kill a bunch of men. I'm sure it won't. We do have a supply truck. Right, is this fixed? Looks like it is, right. So that's our 5th Cromwell alive and kicking. Alright, so there's probably not a lot of people left in there. They are under heavy fire, so we're going to have to deal with this. The Cromwell is in a perfect position to just start lobbing shots. We do have a guy who is sat in the bottom here, so let's go deal with him. Oh my god, come on, hit him. There we go. Lost a guy for that, that's fine. This Cromwell doesn't want to fire, so I'm going to fight for it. Where's the other Cromwell? Why haven't you moved? Come on, I told you to move. You are part of this offensive, even though you were hit very early on. It looks like the 75mm that we're using does not have a lot of building destroying power, so that's a bit of an issue. We should slowly but surely be able to take these guys out. There we go. That'll do a bit of damage. Maybe if we destroy the fence in front of it. There we go. And you know what? We could go for the old-fashioned ram. I mean, this Cromwell's done really well, but that doesn't mean it can't be sacrificed. Beautiful. Put a shot in there. Just try and take these guys out. And we can do an old-fashioned ram here too. Because if they destroy the Cromwell, I mean they can if they want. But it's not going to end well for them. There we go. You gotta love the building destruction in Men of War. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Right, let's go over here now. This is when it's just like, okay, I'm sick and tired of you hiding. There we go. We finally got taken out. I knew it was gonna happen. It was just a point. But the hull is damaged, so we can't actually repair it if we can ever get to it. But we pretty much destroyed everyone in this area, which is what we were looking for. We do have some guys who are still sat in this place, so if we just set up outside of it, we should be able to shoot in and kill them. Because I can't really go in here. Or maybe I can. There you go. So there's a pocket of guys over in this direction, so if we go over here, I wish I could see inside this. Oh, there we go. Right, so where is this pocket? Are they up here? Are they behind? They must be in this building here. So let's go in. There we go. Quite a large pocket of them, actually. Oh my god, hello. Right. Literally a firing squad. At least if anybody gets out of this room, we should be able to deal with them. I mean, the surefire way, once again, of dealing with this is with a Cromwell. So let's get the Cromwell cooking. Let's just go and run them over. There's no point in just ferrying men into there and just letting them die, so... what we can do, though, is move these guys forward. We have a nice little house to put them in. At the same time, we can put some guys in this house as well. now that they're all taken out. And here we go. We know exactly... Oh my god, what are you guys doing? Get out, come on. Are you stuck in the room? Well, you're not. How about you? Right, there we go. Alright, so you should be able to get out now. Right. Can we not push through this? Oh, you're stuck on a pillar. Never mind. Hello, everyone. Lovely to meet you. Welcome to the outside world. It's not great out here, is it? You prefer your little room, don't you? Oh my. Hopefully we don't have to defend this place since I'm turning it to ruins. But there we go. That's all them dealt with. Oh my. Alright, are you guys on don't move? Yeah, let's put you on don't move so you don't run at people. So we have a bunch of guys in this building here. That means that we should get some kind of presence in this building. Hopefully we can shoot them. Move up the Cromwells, of course, to try and deal with them. And at the same time, if we get our 2 guys, they should be able to at least try and repair that Cromwell, which is kind of sat in a very awkward position. Can you shoot these guys? I mean, you could if you felt like it, but I'm guessing you don't. So we're going to have to do the old-fashioned, let's destroy the building tactic. There we go. Fire a HE shell. Tell them that we're coming. Whoop. Okay, we don't want to... We don't like that, that one. Oh, that's a Panzerschreck. Hello. Well, he didn't last long. Take all these guys out. Lovely. Right, so that's this building sorted out, so we can now move back and bring in the infantry. The hole has been made, and now it will be punctured. There we go. At the same time, we have some Germans just sat back here, so let's just take them out. He must be in this building. So you, sir, just need to throw a grenade. And he should be dead. Nope. Beautiful. Well done, Paul Ryan. Well done, sir. Now that's just cheating. Look where this guy stood. There's no way that we can get a grenade around to him. There's a guy just sat here though, let's take him out. Let's make the other guy move. I don't really want to commit a tank to destroying one guy, so... Where's this guy? This guy's back here. Okay, so if we get in this house, we should be able to kill him. Beautiful, and the other guy's dead as well. Nice! Germans retire. I'm pretty sure they retreat. We have won this assault. It was a quite hard-fought slog, actually, especially this area, but with the fact that we had so many Cromwells, we didn't really lose one. I mean, you know, we can repair that one. We lost 3 vehicles and only 12 men, which is kind of surprising. I thought we lost more, especially with that opening, when it came to defending this little area. But they lost 428 men and 21 vehicles. Wonderful stuff. But anyway, next time we'll play the next mission. I'll see you then.